kind of the final bit that you've got to have if you're going to do this stuff is batteries and a means to charge the batteries. So this is my charging setup. And you can see this is the big charger that I have. It has 2 independent channels, and it allows for you to charge all different kinds of batteries. The kinds of batteries used on these craft are what's called lithium polymer batteries, LiPo batteries. And they have the highest energy density, the highest power density. They are the ones that will burst into flames if you overcharge them. So that's the reason for these ammo boxes that I've modded. When I have the batteries charging, I actually stick them in these boxes and close the lid so that if this charger screws up and tries to overcharge them and the battery explodes into flames, then hopefully it won't burn my whole shop down. This is what's called a parallel charging board, so you put multiple batteries in there. You have to ensure that the batteries are within about 100 millivolts in each cell, one to another, because otherwise you're essentially connecting them in parallel, and if they were at radically different charge values, then huge amounts of current would flow from the the one with the bigger charge to the one with the weaker charge. But this does allow you to charge up to 6 batteries at once with one channel. So with this rig, I can charge 12 of those batteries at once. This is it's a 4S it's called. So it's a 4 cells in series. Each cell has a nominal 3.5 volts or so. Fully charged, it's 4.2 volts, and fully discharged, it's maybe 3.3. So these go anywhere from, say, 16.8 volts fully charged down to, say, 13.2 volts or so, something like that. This is what's called the balance lead. So this lead actually connects all the internal cells so that you can balance them. And this is the lead that you hook up to the quadcopter, and these batteries will deliver 100 amps or so of current. It's a 1300 milliamp battery. These give me flight times in the neighborhood of 6-7 minutes on the 5-inch craft. These get plugged directly into there. These are 2S batteries. They're still LiPo batteries. This is what I use on the ET-125 craft, and these are 800 milliamp batteries. So obviously smaller craft, smaller batteries. Other than that, they're the same. I still charge them with this rig. I need an adapter from this connector to the other one, but otherwise they're the same. And finally, these are the batteries for the 2 little tiny ones. These are 1S batteries, so it's one single LiPo cell. These are 260 milliamp hours, it looks like, and you get maybe 3 minutes or so of flight time out of those small ones. This is a little DVR video that I record in the Fat Shark goggles that I showed you a little bit earlier. So this is a recording basically of exactly what I see in the goggles. So the first thing you can see, it is, as I mentioned, like a standard definition old school analog TV. You can see there's a little bit of breakup, a little bit of noise, especially as trees get between me and the craft. It's the breakup. You can see I'm coming up on the shop, and there's actually a little porch that's where I'm sitting. This was the first pack of the day, the first battery pack, even with the new RunCam HD2 camera on it. So I wasn't quite sure how the thing would fly, and I didn't want to crash on its maiden flight, so I was taking it a little bit easy, and I speed up as the day go on. You can see also on screen the on-screen display telemetry that I was talking about earlier. There's amperes, amp draw in the bottom center, and milliamp hours, and battery voltages, and so on. So that's how I kind of keep track of where the craft is at power-wise during the flight. This is footage from the RunCam HD2. So this is the high definition 1080p 60 frames per minute video. I think it's only going to be 720p on YouTube, but different flight, same day, same quad. So I started a little faster. You can see there's no noise on this video because it's right on the SD card on board. So, and I'm getting after it a little bit better than I did from the DVR footage that you saw earlier. So you can see the shop. If you look, you can see me sitting on the porch of the shop as I fly around, and you know, this footage gives you some sense, I think, of the acceleration of these little quadcopters. I mean, they go quite quick. I'm certainly not an accomplished pilot. I would even say I'm not past the beginner stage. So the folks that are really good at flying these things do amazing things. So, but anyway, it's a lot of fun. You can see it's even for a beginner like me, it can go pretty quickly. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoy this footage, and thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of the footage.